On this episode of Picker Road, it is New Year's Eve, and what a 2024 it has been. Hey, I think we should go on a worldwide retrospective of all our incredible travels.
It has been amazing, an amazing year of friendships, of travel, of picking, of community, and of course, of Rhodey. She was along for all of it, and you can be too. All you have to do is subscribe and join the journey. I'm Harleen, and along with my husband Gary and our son Will, we are a family of pickers. We travel the world finding treasures to bring to you. Along the way, we have great adventures. Come along with us. Join the journey on Picker Road.
Our absolutely incredible 2024 started outside of Seattle as we watched an amazing drone show count down to midnight on New Year's Eve. This was the perfect way to ring in such an epic new year. And at the stroke of midnight, the Space Needle erupted into fireworks to celebrate 2024. This was just the start of an incredible journey. Let's go. Wow, what a way to start the year. Seattle. It was so much fun. My brother and I went to the Winter Classic, the once a year NHL outdoor game, and that was a thrilling match. It was so much fun. But we had some amazing picking too.
We did. We had this one estate sale that was in this house that was 100 years old, and the person who had lived there lived to be in their 90s, great long life. And then this estate sale, it was so incredible. It was like a time capsule in so many ways. And we got two things there that I absolutely love. This is bronze, this beautiful bronze German Shepherd. Now, I'm not quite sure, really what its intention was supposed to be. There's a hole right here, but it's not big enough for a pen, maybe for a quill. And then there's a hole right here. So what I think is there might have been a chain here to show that maybe the dog was maybe chained to a stump or something.
Mhm.
But no matter what, I love it. It's very heavy. It's very old. It was from this incredible sale, and I really wanted to honor that person and their items and find them a new home.
The casting on that dog's face is incredible.
He's
It's
gorgeous.
so emotional. He's emoting,
And he's old.
Yeah.
He's so old, and he's an antique. So as I said, I wanted to honor these items that someone had treasured and find them a new home. And so he is still available.
And speaking of treasure
chest from the same place, the same house. There's no way that I can find to get it open.
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery chest. So I think it would be great as a paperweight on a desk, a piece of interest. It's
Arg.
old. And that is still available also.
And then the day after that sale, 1 year ago today, on New Year's Eve, we went to the world famous underpass sale in Seattle. So there's this gigantic bridge that covers the river. And on the other side of the bridge, on the underpass of the bridge, they have set up this gigantic market. And we went to this booth that was selling a estate of ceramics, and we basically bought them out.
It was wonderful.
We bought bowls, we bought mugs, we bought all sorts of incredible items. These are my last two from that entire collection. They had purchased the collection of an artist named Herman.
Last name,
and they're all signed pieces, and these are the last two of that collection.
Extremely talented artist.
Very, very talented. Perfect Pacific Northwest ceramic work. Look at the colors on there and the details. And this is one of those ones that has such a nice feel to it.
And signed on the bottom.
Signed on the bottom, both of them. They've got great feels. They are individually listed on Picker Road in the group for this retrospective. And that is what we have from Seattle, Washington.
Some great items.
We left Seattle. We headed down the coast to Portland because we had a dinner date with our friends Laura and Jesse Caldwell.
That was so much fun. We had already booked our trip to Germany and Austria for the winter markets, and this was our chance to get together and make our plans and have a really great dinner together.
But before we went to dinner, we went picking.
We did.
Okay, we're in our second Goodwill in Portland. We're going to head on back to their housewares and let's see what we can find. Right off the bat, I see these really vintage glasses. They look so Vegas, don't they, Will?
Those aren't Culver, are they?
I'm looking. Let's see if we can see a name on them.
They're cool.
They're very cool.
For a bar.
They are. They're $2.99 each. And there is a set of 5. So that would be $15 for them. They're not Culver. Let's see. Let's give a look up and see if we can figure out who makes them. Look these up, and they are not good. They're fantastic. They sell, a set like this sells for well over $100. They're in gorgeous condition for their age. No chips or cracks. You can tell they've never been in a dishwasher. I am so picking these up.
Well, I can see why Laura and Jesse have so many amazing finds in the Portland area. Those were fantastic stores that we went to.
They really were.
And of course, you found this incredible set.
I did. These are true MCM, mid-century modern glam barware. Now, it gets its name glam because it is accented in 22 karat gold. And these are gorgeous. It looks like they've never been used. So they certainly never have been through a dishwasher or any of the no-nos. These are absolutely beautiful.
I love the starburst motifs on them. It is one of the quintessential signs of mid-century modern, that starburst design. Palm Springs, it's classic Hollywood. There's just something about it that is so timeless, but you know it the second you see it. Weighted base.
Weighted base. There's a set of 5, and I have looked these up. I have done research on them, and they are very pricey, but I have brought the price down to $69 for the whole set.
I'll have a double and this time spill a little into the glass.
Okay, Rhodey. We don't want a hedgehog that drinks too much. But these glasses are fabulous. Love them. And what a great memory from Portland.
I know. So, Portland, we continued straight on down the coast to San Francisco. And that was so much fun because we stayed at the Fairmont, world famous from so many movies and television shows. History, presidents have stayed there.
Gorgeous.
And then we went picking through the city. Now, you found your first glassy baby in the wild on that trip.
I did. It was a really exciting experience. And I'd been looking for a little while, for just a minute, but to find it just sitting there in San Francisco on a shelf, just sitting by itself.
Let's take a look.
Oh my goodness. It finally happened. It finally happened. Do I need to give this a bottle? Do you guys have an idea what this might be? A baby? As we were checking out with our fabulous Ken Edwards Tenaya pitcher and our beautiful San Francisco pottery bowl, aside from the register, there was a little tiny shelf with some items on it. I thought, I'm just going to give that a quick look while William waits in line. And there it was, sitting there. Oh, a glassy baby. My first glassy baby. There it is on its little pontal, its little name, Glassy Baby. $3 in the most gorgeous color. I think it matches my nail polish.
You finally did it.
I did it! Yeah!
Okay, now it's time to head to a really cool place we heard about in the city. It's an antique mall with tons of vendors, but they're about to move to a new location, so a lot of them are going to have big sales going on. Let's check out stuff.
So we have found some real treasures in this case. This is a Muncie vase. This sells very well. Look at the beautiful colors on this. So Art Deco. It's marked, cam mark. Really, really nice piece. And this, look at this amazing Murano fish. Absolutely gorgeous fish. Look at the gold and the green. Look at the base on that. Just beautiful, just what you want to see.
A couple of
From
light scratch
Murano.
marks from being moved to be cleaned.
But look at the size of it. Absolutely beautiful Murano fish. This is a wave crest vanity box. Look at this. It needs a little cleanup on the inside. They just put a little pad in there and it would be fine. But look how beautiful that is. Look at the decoration on it. That is an old one. And finally, this is so mid-century modern.
He's a
Look
deco
at this.
hoot.
Look at this owl vase. He's fantastic. He really is. He's made by SEYEI. And finally, this incredible little porcelain French. It's a pendant, and you put photos in there. It's absolutely incredible. It's marked right there in the middle, and it's really quite amazing. Look at the beautiful flowers, hand-painted on each side. Really, really nice little piece. So we're picking up these 5 pieces.
Wow, picking in San Francisco.
It was so much fun.
First of all, that shop was amazing. And of course, they were going out of business. So they had some really interesting sales going on. We were having a really fun time picking all the different booths and all the selections. And we found these 2 wonderful treasures.
I paid up for this.
You did.
Because it is Murano. And it's an absolutely gorgeous example of a Murano fish with the gold on the inside and the green coming down here. It's just spectacular. The base is incredibly beautifully smooth, clear, and it's just such a wonderful piece. It has so much movement and so much life.
Now it's a somersault, right?
I believe so, yes. And this is absolutely a gorgeous example of Murano. And I actually have lowered the price. I have brought it down to, drum roll please, $169.
Wow.
So I need to find him a home. He's beautiful. And he's from San Francisco. So he's got a little bit of traveling under his belt or
Under his gills.
Thin gills.
And at that same shop, this wonderful piece, first of all, he's a hoot. This is mid-century modern. This is from Japan.
It is. Not when we were in Japan, but it is marked on the bottom. And it is an incredible piece. Look at that profile.
Oh, a little mugshot there.
Little mugshot. It is very unusual. It is mid-century modern and a square vase, if you will. And he came from the same place in San Francisco. And I thought he was fantastic.
I love the diamond motifs on the different sides here.
I just love him.
Yeah, and then those eyes are just like,
whoo. And you know what? I brought him down to $39.
Wow. Okay. So there's 2 treasures from San Francisco.
Here they go.
Now, after San Francisco, we came home for a bit. We were here picking in Las Vegas. And of course, there's a lot of wonderful, wonderful finds from all those episodes here in Vegas and in Santa Barbara and Los Angeles. Those are all available on pickerroad.com.
Well, many of them are already in their forever homes.
Exactly. But fast forward a few months to April, we found ourselves on the plane to Japan.
What a trip.
Yes, indeed. Let's revisit some of those moments from Japan. We are at the world-famous Kaminaraman Gate, and isn't this place incredible? It's over 1,100 years old.
It's fantastic. And afterwards, we're going to go right through the gate, and we're going to the Asakusa Nakimisa market.
Ooh.
We're so excited. We're going to take you right along for this adventure. We're going to see all the different stalls and all the different vendors. And
We have had amazing food along the way, and we are going to find much more.
There were so many incredible moments from that trip, from Nara Park with the deer to Tokyo Disneyland to exploring the oldest continuously operating paper factory in Japan.
It was a beautiful trip and a beautiful country and really, really wonderful, welcoming, warm people.
Yeah.
The graciousness of Japan in the most simple daily transactions is really, really heartwarming. And we really enjoyed the people, and they welcomed us with open arms. The picking was great. We had some really fun experiences. As you said, of course, the paper shop, and then we went to
cherry
the
blossoms.
cherry blossoms. Oh, it was such a trip, really.
Now, this piece came from the oldest continuously operating kiln in Japan. They have been making pottery in this kiln for over 500 years. Now, this comes with the paperwork from the shop, and I just love the design on it. You can see that the artisans spent so much time and effort making the precise lines. It's almost hypnotic when you spin it around like that. And it's just a beautiful piece. It's got it on both sides there. You feel the texture of it when you run your fingers over it.
It's quintessential Japanese art.
Yes, indeed.
It's got the look, it's got all the tenets that you would want to see in Japanese pottery. It's also got a great deal of simplicity to it.
Yes.
And it's just beautiful in form. It's just a beautiful piece. And we have brought that beautiful piece down, oh my goodness, to $24.
Wow.
And everything is available, as you can see on screen, at pickerroad.com. Just go in and look at today's collection.
Now,
all there.
What can be better than rabbits with bows and arrows?
Nothing. I love this little set. It's 3 little rabbit dishes. They're beautiful little, the white creamy color with the blue, and they are so adorable. That's it. They are just so darn adorable. They're so fun. Just little Japanese rabbits. And actually, this one has a frog. And the whole set, I'm doing the whole set for $16.
Wow.
And you can have these, they can be used as little condiment dishes. You could split them up and use them as trinket dishes, keep one, give one, that kind of thing. But no matter what, they are precious. And if you had them on a table and you had jellies and jams or mustard and ketchup or just enjoy them because they have traveled a long way. Fun.
So Japan, we come home from that, and again, just a few weeks later, we are back on the road.
Hey, it's Picker Road.
It's Picker Road. We fly all the way to Michigan, and we go to Mackinac Island, where we get to hang out with a certain Bond girl. Let's look at that, and then we're going to look at a wonderful antique shop that we went to just south of Mackinac Island.
There's so many different ways you can wear it. as a shawl like I was wearing,
Yeah.
or you can do something like this.
I
Just
love
always
it.
make sure.
I love it. I
Very
love
easy
it.
like that.
Yeah.
Or I'll show you on myself.
Yeah.
Go on, I'll show you on you. You can, if you really want to, you can even like make it really small
Oh,
and
I
do
like that
do it
too.
like this too. To
Just
tilt your
around the
hair out.
neck.
Yes, and then you're all the pretty stuff's here and around the neck. There's a million ways to wear it. So just because it's big doesn't mean you can't
And you could
make
even
it.
like hook it on a purse,
Yes, you could.
like a plain purse, like a
Yes,
white purse.
absolutely.
They're just so wonderful. I
I
love
love it.
them.
It's so soft. Good, good. Thank you.
Mwah. All right,
Go
I
do
love
your
it.
thing.
I go do a thing. I'll see you later.
And I'll see you later. Yes.
Thank you. Look at this. Look at this pin.
Is that a pin?
That's a pin.
Wow.
That fish pin.
How much is that?
$7.
Oh.
He's got a little boo boo there though, so
Oh,
I
darn.
think I'm gonna leave him.
Oh, look at this.
What do you see?
It's a printing plate.
Is that what that is? Of course.
Remember, I saw a bunch of those in Paris.
You did.
The ones that I'm always looking for, that I'm thinking I might start a collection as I find them,
Yeah.
are the ones that are advertising for movies, because they would have the
Oh.
poster art.
Wouldn't that be credible?
Yeah,
We've
I have
never
a-
found one though,
I
have
have
we?
a friend who has one from Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, and it's just so cool because you can actually put ink on it and print it.
That's amazing. Look at this weather vane. It's a turkey. $3.75. Now you know what? That is very, very good. It doesn't include the base though, but that's really cool.
That's very cool. What do we have here?
We have some presidential. Oh, look at this. Look at that fish platter. That's amazing.
That's something.
The size of that. And look at this little bottle. Oh, that's beautiful. It's a blue bottle with a glass stopper. It's kind of cut to clear little blue bottle. That's really nice. I'm just trying to get a take on how old it is. Doesn't say. I went 15 for that. Really is very, very pretty. And what's concerning me is, no, that's just a little bit of smudge, I think. I love the blue on that. What are your thoughts?
It's very nice.
You know, it's a really pretty bottle.
Is that a hand to me?
That's a hand to Gary. Be careful of that stopper. All right, let's see what else. Look at these hats. Aren't they wonderful?
Mm-hmm. See, that is the kind of hometown picking that I love. First of all, the gentleman who ran that shop was so fun.
Sweet.
I had to kind of explain to him what YouTube and a picker channel is. And by the end of it, he was a subscriber. So if you're watching, good to see you again. Thank you for having us in your wonderful shop. We hope to go back there again someday.
Absolutely. I would go back there any day of the week.
We had incredible finds. I found some World War II pieces. Gary's glow glass gold. We found some pieces. They had Tenaya animals in Upper Michigan.
It made it all the way there.
And you got this piece of cut to clear.
This beautiful piece of cut to clear blue, a little bottle. It could be for perfume, essential oils, basically anything you wanted. Beautiful little dresser piece. And that has come all the way from Pellston, Michigan, just south of Mackinac Island.
Approximately 1 rodi in height.
It's almost a roadie. What can I say? And I think we have brought this piece down to, it's a Victorian design, brought it down to $19.
Very nice. So Pellston was part of our road trip leading down the coast of Lake Michigan to, of course, Chicago, the Windy City, where we had a wonderful time exploring the city, going to that incredible flea market next to O'Hare Airport.
The largest in Chicago.
Yes, indeed. And we had a lot of incredible finds. Let's look at Chicago. Chicago is such a beautiful city with an incredible skyline, and we are so excited to be visiting here. And we're going to be picking in just a minute. First, we want to explore the city, like Wrigley Field and the famous Woolworth building that's been here since the 19th century. We're staying right on the Chicago River. Look at this incredible view from our hotel room. It's so cool. One of the most iconic sites in Chicago, of course, is the Sears Tower, now known as the Willis Tower. When you go to visit the Sky Deck, you get into an elevator, and in less than a minute, you travel 103 floors to the top, and the next thing you know, you step out and you are on top of the world. This is the highest observation deck in North America, and it is absolutely amazing. You can see for miles in every direction. You can see Lake Michigan. You can see all the other towers of the skyline. This is so cool. Now, there's one other thing here that I'm really excited to do. The ledge. Now, if you've ever heard about the ledge, this is a 1.5-inch piece of ballistic glass that you step out onto and you look down, and there's nothing between you and the ground but that glass. I thought I was going to be doing it alone, but look who decided to join me. She was a little nervous, but she stepped out anyway. Look who else joined us.
Wow, we are at our first rummage sale in Chicago. Excellent. This is exciting.
Just opened.
I know, it's a school rummage sale, and this is a new one for us. First rummage sale in Illinois. And oh, look, we have furniture right away, right off the bat.
See a boutique sign.
Ooh, that's always something good. Obviously, we don't think we can get furniture into our... Good morning, everyone. Can't get furniture into our bags. Stop. Check in. Purchases from the gym. Don't have any yet.
Not yet.
Good morning.
It's always nice to support a good cause, too.
Absolutely.
All right, where do you want to start?
At the jewelry.
Oh, hello.
Gary, can I have you hold this? Let's see what we have. Oh my goodness.
Morning.
Good morning.
morning.
How are you?
Good. How are you today?
Very well, thank you.
This beautiful morning.
I know. Is this pretty?
Oh, here, let me give you a little basket.
Ooh, thank you.
It's easier that way. And then
Absolutely.
Take care of adding it up for you.
Crazy.
I'm just looking at all the bracelets. I should start this way and move over. What is this? That looks old. So let me open that up and just get an idea of what we're looking at here. Oh, they're earrings. I can't really tell. They look like they might be old, but I can't tell for sure. So I'm looking at the pearls over here. Got a lot of pearls, so let's just see what we have here. We have some little Christmas doohickeys in there, and Christmas pins, and earrings up here. My goodness, so much to look at. Let's see. These are all $1.
Right.
I know, eye candy.
Yeah, eye candy, yeah.
Correct. What are those? I can't even tell what those are. Look like little frogs.
You can see that right there. Yeah.
I can't even tell. Those are pretty. They look like they belong on a crystal chandelier. Those are pretty right there.
This one,
Let's get
this
those.
is different.
Let's see what else. Here down here we have, those are pretty. Little green earrings. Let's take those. Why not? Why not? Those are pretty. They look like tiger eye a little bit. Let's pick those up. Oh, and look at these. Those are shiny.
Some are just falling, sorry.
And those are pretty.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find a spot for them.
Oh, just leave them. I'll put them back up. Yeah.
And there's some there.
This is a necklace.
Okay, so I think we're good. Oh, look at these here. Those are pretty. All right. So this little pile here, what's the best you could do?
Okay. This is I say 10. This is I say 15. Yeah. 50.
50, is that your
50.
best?
It's $20 I go down already.
All right.
50 I go to. You got very good deal because I give you away almost. You got even $10 selling.
My kind of town, Chicago is. I loved Chicago. It
was a beautiful town.
So much fun.
This is my first time there.
Yeah, only my second time there. The architectural river cruise,
Ah.
going to the top of the Willis Tower. Rhodey went. She was very brave. You were very brave too.
I was brave. It was scary. You look down. You're on. It's called the box, I believe.
Yes.
It's called the box. It's all thick glass, and you look down, and that's it. You're
110 stories.
You're looking straight down. You see your feet, and then you see the ground a long way off. But we did it.
But we also did some fantastic garage sales.
We did.
So you found this at a garage sale.
I did. It was a really fun garage sale. I bought several pieces of jewelry. This is a beautiful piece of art glass set in sterling silver. And it's just really beautiful. It's all sterling. Look at the colors of the art glass.
That's dichroic, right?
It is.
Wow.
It's just beautiful. And I have it on a satin black rope. You can put anything. You can put a silver chain, whatever you would like. This is a gorgeous pendant, very weighted, a lot of sterling silver. And I have brought this piece down to $49.
Now, that same day, we went to a wonderful sale for a military academy for students who want to join the Navy, I believe it was. And they were having a big rummage sale going on.
That was so much fun.
And you beelined it to the jewelry, and you had some great finds there.
I had some great finds. This is my favorite. This is a lucite bangle bracelet with the gold fleck in, really similar to the candles that you would find. This is true vintage, true mid-century modern jewelry, just like the fleck candles that are so desirable and sought after. Along with the gold fleck, there are 4 different color rhinestones, a kind of a light green, a ruby red, an aquamarine blue, and kind of like a topaz. Absolutely stunning bracelet right off of I Love Lucy.
Like a rhinestone bracelet.
And very, very fond of this piece. I think it's a gorgeous bangle, perfect for any mid-century modern jewelry collection, or if you just love to wear this kind of beautiful history. And I have brought this bangle down to $49 also.
Very nice.
So the really nice pieces reminiscent of Chicago and the great finds that we had there, the great time we had there.
I can't wait to go back.
Wonderful.
Now we get on a plane and we fly from Chicago to Denver, Colorado, where we got to visit with our wonderful friends at ARC. Let's visit with Maggie and hear a little bit about ARC and their mission.
She's wonderful. Let's do it.
I am so excited to introduce you all to Maggie Civic. Maggie is the best. First of all, I was on Maggie's podcast late last year, and I think I'm going to be on again in a few weeks.
Yes, Command Performance. We want you back.
Thank you. Now, you are the head of...
Yes, I'm the Vice President of Marketing and Corporate Social Responsibility right here at ARC.
That's wonderful. So ARC is the largest thrift store group in Colorado.
Yes, we are a nonprofit thrift store company. So all of our profits, all of our overhead and everything is important, but our goal is to help people right here in Colorado with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
That's so wonderful. You're giving them a job, you're giving them a place to be, giving them a purpose.
It's really a win-win. It's one of these things where, everyone wins, everyone promotes, everyone gets excited about thrifting, and it's a win-win.
Now, you were telling me that when an item is donated here, it stays here. You don't take it off to another facility. You don't reprocess it. Talk about that process.
Well, we always say that our donations are a reflection of the community, and we want to keep them right here in the store that they were donated to. It's really important. First of all, it's terrible for the environment to be touching your donations multiple times, loading them into trucks, taking them to a warehouse, processing them, and then loading them into a truck again.
Right.
So they stay right here. Everything is processed in our back room and moved to the sales floor and is on a 5-week cycle.
That's wonderful. And I was just looking at your prices. I can't wait to get in here and get picking. They're amazing. You've got great prices.
We're really proud of our prices. We try and make things affordable. We know we have customers who really have a need to shop here, and people want to come back if they can find that treasure at a good price. So that's the goal.
And you're also very picker friendly. You're very YouTube friendly. You welcome people to come in and film.
Absolutely. We want it to be an open space where people can really enjoy it and share the experience. And you guys are doing that on your channel by sharing the experience of thrifting. our goal is that people will watch your show and then come here to Colorado to source.
Well, you got to come here. You got to check this out. First of all, look at the size of this store, and there are 35 arcs.
Yes.
Wow.
We just opened our 35th store. If you do get out to our Parker store, I'll put that on your map as well.
Nice.
Brand new, lots of fun. And as always, we've got our ambassadors at every store too. Those are our employees with intellectual and developmental disabilities. They will welcome you with open arms.
That is so fantastic. I love it. I cannot wait to get in here and get thrifting. Now, I got to say, on a personal note, you're a big Dolly Parton fan.
I am.
We had a great time talking about this. We first met at the Boss Reseller Remix. If you remember, we were there in late 2023 in Vegas, and we just had the greatest time bonding over Dolly. So, while we were out picking, we found this beautiful brand new Dolly Parton mug
with the tags.
With the tag, and we wanted to get this for you.
So grateful. This is going to go on my Dolly shrine, which you know is very important to me. It sits right behind me every time I podcast. So thank you so much, Will. I really appreciate it.
This is going to be so much fun. All right, I'm going to go meet up with Harleen, and we are going to start thrifting in ARC. We're going to be at ARC stores all over the Denver area for this episode and the next one. Let's get in there. So ARC has 35 locations in Colorado alone. They actually have more thrift stores in Colorado than there are Goodwills in the state.
Oh my goodness.
Their mission is fantastic, and I absolutely love the people there. They're so kind. They were so generous with their time. They opened all the cases for us in every single store. We went to 10 stores in one day. That was a marathon.
It was. We were doing it from sunup to sundown, and it was absolutely so much fun.
Yes.
We found so many wonderful things. The ARC stores are so clean. They smell so refreshing. Everything is just really well displayed. And I found some real treasures. Starting with this antique, I call it a dresser box. You could also maybe use it for writing material. I'm sure it is over 100 years old. Look at that inside lining there. That looks like the early 20s. 1920s, that is. Beautiful satin lining, overall in excellent condition, a beautiful scene on the front. Look at the shape of that box. Very, very interesting. Beautiful. I'm offering it for $39. I wanted to get a good home. Roar. This is a really fun candle votive. It's a bear, and he would actually sit like that. You'd put your candle in here, and he's a lot of fun. And I'm offering him for $19.
You know what we all learned while we were in Colorado?
Yes.
Is that the animals have the right of way. So we were up in Estes Park visiting the Stanley Hotel where Stephen King wrote The Shining, and we were about to go up there to have our tour and our dinner, and we had to stop in the middle of the road because there were some elk crossing in front of us, and you have to wait for them.
You yield.
The cars on the other side of the road stopped, and everybody waited, and they kind of just sauntered. They turned and looked at us, and they sauntered off, and as soon as they got into the clearing, then we got to continue on down the road.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way it should be, because kind of we're invading some of their space.
Very much so.
So we can all cohabitate together.
Now, this was a big find.
This was a big find. This is a really absolutely exquisite teapot. On the top is a little seashell finial on the top of it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It is beautifully marked on the bottom.
Made in Denmark.
Made in Denmark. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. Every accent is absolutely perfect, even to the gold accents on the seagulls. The shell design right here, it's just an absolutely exquisite teapot.
I don't say this often. Museum quality.
It is. It's absolutely a gorgeous, gorgeous teapot. And we are offering it for $89. So again, pickerroad.com in today's collection. And we are so excited to be able to bring you guys these treasures from around the world.
Yes, indeed. So Denver, so much fun. The Stanley, as we were talking about. Then we are driving all the way to Salt Lake City, and the route that we decided to take was one we had never gone before. We went up through Wyoming.
That was fun.
We had a lovely breakfast in Cheyenne, and then we're driving along, and we had absolutely no plans for picking. We were just trying to get to Salt Lake City, where we had our picking scheduled, and we drove through this little town called
Rawlins, Wyoming.
And we had never been there. This is literally a one-light town. There's one stop sign, one light, one intersection.
Two antique stores.
And two antique stores. And what did we find? We found the most incredible things. We almost bought that store out.
We really did.
Again, a really fun shop owner. When he saw how many items we were getting, he called his wife to come help pack everything up. And I think they closed the shop early and went and had a steak dinner after that.
They did.
We bought, 50 items from them, I think.
Hurricane Harleen came through.
Absolutely. I got that wonderful street sign.
You did.
That was, it was right out of, Central America, 1950s, Leave It to Beaver almost.
Absolutely.
It was so much fun.
And all the glassware, including these two pieces.
Yeah.
2 pieces of Fenton. This Fenton ruffled, gorgeous pink vase. Absolutely love it. And look at this, Jack in the Pulpit, Fenton, hand-painted, custard glass in the most beautiful mint green. Look how delicate and gorgeous this is. They have traveled a long way, and we are offering each one for $79. So
Wow.
They are really beautiful pieces, beautiful examples of Fenton, and they came from Rawlins, Wyoming. They've had a stay in Vegas, and now they're ready to go to their forever homes.
And then our next stop and our final stop on that road trip, of course, was Salt Lake City. We had a great time picking not just the Deserettes and the Goodwills, but also a wonderful estate sale.
Oh, that was really good.
Let's check that out.
Really. And now we are at an estate sale, and we're kind of excited. It's a very, very nice neighborhood. A lot of old mid-century houses that are extremely well kept. Let's see what we've got. That's a terrific mailbox. Oh my goodness. Here we go. We're jumping right in. That looks like maybe Murano. Nice scratching on the bottom. Nice piece of glass. Those look like Murano figures. They want $120 for the pair. Some candelabras. What are you looking
All
at?
of the artwork has little bios about the artists on them.
So smart to do that.
Yeah.
What do they want? $180 for that piece. Dwana Barton. Look at this. This looks like a lot of glass in here. Let's just take a quick look. I think it's okay. They have prices on them, so they must want us to open it. Look at that piece. Look at the Bullicante on that one.
Yeah, it's well done.
It's a beautiful piece of Murano. Very pretty. And what else do we have? Ooh, look at that piece. $36. That is quite a piece of Murano.
That's stunning.
That is. That's gorgeous. I am actually thinking about that one.
Mm-hmm.
And look at this fish one. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Is that a fish or a bird?
Oh, you're right. I think it's a bird. That is beautiful. It's just sharp. I'm sure that is Murano. That's absolutely beautiful. A little. I'm trying to feel what that is there. There's nothing chipped. It's just sharp glass.
Yeah, you have to stop the glass blowing process at some point, and you get sharp edges.
Well, I really like these 2 pieces. I think this piece is absolutely amazing.
Here, it's heavy. Let me give you a hand with that.
Thank you. We both have it.
All right.
Isn't that a gorgeous piece of glass?
It is.
I'm going to let go.
All right, I got it.
So we're going to take these 2 pieces out of this cabinet.
Let's start a pile.
Let's do it. Look at this. What does that say on there? It's signed.
Let me see.
Would you?
It says...
Careful. What's that say?
I'm having trouble reading that in this light, but it is a signature.
It is signed. But what is that,
It
though?
looks like a deer to me.
No, I know it's a deer, but it's a vase.
Oh, there's a pair of them.
It's,
What
there.
does it say there?
I'll let you look at it.
Scruff, Sweden, full crystal.
Swedish. Would we look those up, please?
Sure thing.
These are gorgeous. They are signed Swedish crystal. And each one is signed right there. And they sell very well, $40, $50 range a piece. So these are gorgeous.
Nice pickup.
Really nice.
When you're from Southern California, the snow is just magical. And we are in the city center of Salt Lake City, and it is snowing. Isn't this beautiful? Well, we're heading just a little bit south on Temple Boulevard to Capital City Antique Mall. This is the largest antique mall in Salt Lake City. Let's check it out. Look at these little swung vases.
I know.
$69 a piece. Is that Kurok?
It is.
Yeah,
57.
Oh.
You know, I have really nice Korok trays in the Picker Road Boutique at Antique Alley.
And you've got one of these.
Yeah, truthfully, mine's better than this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on Picker Road for Gary. Oh my goodness.
What do we see, Anna?
I'm looking at this vase. This is a multicolored glass vase, Murano style. Let's see what else we
Oh,
have.
look at the lion.
I know, he's like the rabbit that we have right now.
But here, bring him over.
Yeah?
His eyes are so cute. You know what those are?
What?
Lion eyes.
At least he has a stopper. Oh, look, this is so old. So vintage. It is a Catherine Home. Okay. Catherine Home is that dish I have on Picker Road right now. And we looked it up, and it's worth $175 to $225.
Should we look this up?
Can we look this up, please? It's Catherine Home. Well, of course, it's Catherine Home. It ranges like around $100, so we're absolutely going to pick that up. It's gorgeous. And look what I found here. Look at this coin. It's the coin bud vase from Fostoria. Look at that color. Isn't that gorgeous?
That is really beautiful.
It's absolutely a beautiful color. Let me check one more time. The fingers pick up what the eye can miss. So that's absolutely beautiful. Look at the structure on this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is a really, really beautiful piece. So let's put these two treasures in our pile.
And I gotta say,
yes,
it's so cute. It's only $10. I think they're soft on that.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask like $22 for that.
That's precious.
It's vintage. It's precious. It's got the little plastic piece on the bottom.
Absolutely.
And there's an instant rebate in there. All right, I'm gonna put all our treasures up there.
All right, do it.
So that wonderful visit to Salt Lake City at the end of our road trip, and then we fast forwarded a little bit because we took a trip to Salt Lake City towards the end of the year as well, where we visited Capital City Antique Mall, the largest antique mall in Utah.
So
and
two Salt Lake City trips.
Two Salt Lake
in
City
one
trips
year.
in 1 year. That was so much fun. First of all, let's go back to that estate sale. What did you find?
I found a scroof.
Scroof.
It is scroof, S-K-R-U-F. It's Swedish etched glass vases. They are beautiful. They are so thick and gorgeous. They are signed on the bottom, each one. They are separate. This one is an etched deer, absolutely stunning. And this one is an etched dove carrying an olive branch.
Aww.
They're just so beautiful. You can buy them and put them together or just have them separately, but they are so heavy. They are that quality Swedish glass, and we're offering them for $29 each.
Very nice.
They're just beautiful.
And then, of course, at Capital City, I
Yes.
found this adorable lion bank. You can't hide your lion eyes. Roar. He's fantastic. He's vintage. He's got the original rubber stopper in the bottom, so you don't have to break him to get your coins out. And I'd say he can hold about $5 and change, probably.
He could.
Yeah.
He looks right out of the 70s.
Save up your pennies. Roar.
He's so cute. And you're offering him for only he's $12.
$12. Hey, it's the end of the year. We want to give our wonderful viewers some some fun finds.
There we go.
Okay, so we had this incredible road trip. We went across America. Why not go down to Mexico?
Olay.
Ooh, Rhodey went. She had a great time. Shh, don't wake her. She's having a siesta. Oh, we had such a good time. We even found a little sombrero for Rhodey. It was
It was
so
so much
great.
fun.
Now, one of the huge benefits of going on a cruise is we were able to have a lot of extra baggage.
We were.
So we were able to pick a lot more, and that's why we have a wonderful buffet of treasures here.
We do. I just want to talk about Mexico. It was just like I spoke about Japan, it was such a warm and welcoming country.
Mhm.
Everybody was so wonderful. We felt so at home. Beautiful, beautiful landscape in Cabo San Lucas, in Puerto Vallarta.
Sunsets.
Beautiful. It was so fun. And we could see it all from the cruise ship. And then we walked around the towns and the galleries. It was just a wonderful, wonderful experience. And we are forever grateful to all the countries that have welcomed us this year.
And how about Indiana Jones here crossing that rope bridge?
Phew! I don't know that I want to do that again, but certainly to bring you guys treasures, I will go to the ends of the world. Let's start about what we have. Let's talk about right in front of me. Look at this big, beautiful wood bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that was from Cabo.
I think so.
I think it was Cabo.
Yes.
These are all handmade. Gorgeous. Beautiful. This is new. It's never been used. It's just an absolutely beautiful bowl. What am I doing on this one? This is so fantastic. It's hand painted, lacquered in 3 sections, and we're doing $32 on this one. It's just gorgeous. I love the gold. Can you see how it sparkles?
It really is incredible. I
Beautiful.
remember when you purchased it, because you got it from an artisan,
Mhm.
and it was outdoors, and you could see the sunlight sparkling on it. It was
It's just
really
a
incredible.
beautiful bowl.
Now, I
Yeah.
got this at El Bufadoro,
Oh, Bufadoro. I
Which
like
is-
just saying it.
one of the only natural ocean geysers in the world. There's only a handful of them out there, and it was so much fun to walk up and see it shooting up, and there were people like much closer than David and I were, and they were getting drenched down there. I was keeping back for the safety of the camera, but then we walked through the wonderful market, and there were all these family artisan stalls with fantastic talavera.
Mm-hmm.
This is a signed Echo in Mexico talavera cow skull.
You could hang that outdoor or indoor.
Outdoor or indoor, lead free. I love the green on it, the orange accents. You run your fingers along it and you feel all of the little details, the little dots here and everything. Just so well done. And from
yes, I wanted to see what
Yes.
you were doing on that
and
one.
how much are we doing on that?
You were doing that one for $25.
$25. Same artisans. Of course, there's the great Frida Kahlo, who had such a effect on Mexico.
Amazing body of work.
Everywhere you go, you see
it's
Frida.
Still revered to this day.
And I think this is very much in the style of Frida.
Mhm.
It's not meant to be lifelike. It's very interpretive, just like her work is.
Yes.
And of course, it's got the parrot there, which I absolutely love.
And it looks like, is that a ladybug up there?
I think there's a butterfly.
Butterfly. Oh, it's
and
butterfly.
then a ladybug right there.
There we
yes.
go.
It's a great piece. Again, it's a tile. You could use it as a trivet. And it's just a wonderful piece. How
you
much
could
are we?
mount it in a frame.
You could do that. How much are we offering this for?
On the Frita. The Frita is $24.
$24. All right. Now, what do you have?
How about this heart-shaped Talavera trinket dish? I love it. You can feel the bumps on it, the bas relief, the beautiful sapphire blue heart. It is signed by the artist on the bottom. This is all lead-free, although this isn't particularly for food use. It's a trinket dish.
You could put little candies in there.
You could, absolutely. And on the trinket dish, we are doing $29.
Now, we've got several pieces here from Cobalto.
Yes.
Cobalto.
Wonderful gallery.
In Cabo San Lucas, that gentleman Geronimo was his name.
That was his name.
Central Casting. He walked us through and told us the whole story of this store. All of the artisans in there are generational. So it's families. When you get into Cobalto, you become a generational art studio.
Yes.
So in some cases, it's grandchildren of the people who started there.
Love
but
it.
every single one of the groups of artists is a family business. So we have, I believe, 5 pieces here
A
from
lot.
Cobalto.
This.
So why don't you talk about that first?
Okay, this little bowl, again, Beautifully done. It's done in blue and white. It is, of course, lead-free, made in Mexico, signed on the bottom. Beautiful little trinket dish. You could use it for so many different things. And we are offering that little ceramic, the blue and white, for $16.
Oh my. Now you've got this one as well.
Another trinket dish. And we are offering this one for $16 also.
$16.
Yep.
Then we have the creamer,
creamer.
which I love because it's got the outside and then look at the flower motif on the inside. Of course, all of them marked lead-free, made in Mexico. And how much is this one?
The Televere creamer is $26.
$26. And then I had a blast going through their tile collection. I got so many tiles, and I think these are just hysterical.
They're so fun.
So there is a Mexican form of bingo called loteria, and you draw cards, and this goes back over 100 years.
Yes.
And they have cards like the mermaid or the gold coins.
Nice.
So at Cobalto, these artists did modern interpretations of those. So this is Le Selfie
With the mermaid.
and these are Les Bitcoins.
That's so fun. They're wonderful little tiles. They can be framed.
Yep.
They can be set in other things. I love those.
They can be novelty gifts. They're just really fun and again lead free, and they were great. If you ever go down there, you can get the entire set too.
You're asking $16 for the two of them.
For both of them.
For both of them.
And then lastly on the tiles, Dias de los Muertos, Day of the Dead.
Two sets of them.
The day after Halloween. These iconic sugar skull squares. Now, they're a little small for trivets, but I thought they would make wonderful kitchen accents.
Right.
So I've got two sets of the same four colors. We've got green, light blue, dark green, and dark blue. And so there's two full sets there. How much am we doing per set?
You're doing on those little tiles, you are doing $25 for the whole set.
For four.
For four of them.
Wow. And then we've got Fiesta Rhodey.
In her very own frame.
Fiesta forever.
Woohoo.
I'm Rhodey. Now, this is, of course, a beautiful Televera frame. Rhodey is just in there to demonstrate. There's a slot right back here where you can just slide it out and put in your
You
photo.
don't have to keep Rhodey in
Not
there.
mandatory, but you do get to keep the photo of Rhodey.
And you're $24 on that.
$24. This will hold a 4x6 photo.
I know. It's beautiful.
We've got Frida
Frida.
again.
Brand new.
Wonderful leather hand-tooled. This could be a kid's purse, but it could also be for
An adult.
an adult for a night on the town if you just want to put your phone and maybe some credit cards in there. The leather smell.
It's brand new, and the workmanship
Yes.
that goes into this is absolutely unbelievable.
You got the Roman key there, signature, which is a signature motif in Mexican
It is.
leather.
It is.
And then I love the flowers and leaves on the back. Again, brand new. It's got a magnetic button there, and it is ready to be used.
And you're doing $24 on that.
$24.
Brand new.
And then
I think we just have the cat.
the cat from Puerto Vallarta. This was a wonderful shop. Okay,
Wow.
we found some incredible Ken Edwards. A lot of it is sold, but there are a few pieces still available on pickerroad.com.
They are. Mm-hmm.
And as we were checking out, I spotted this cat. This is solid onyx.
Solid black onyx.
Heavy. She's got some weight to her. She says, meow.
But I mean, she is amazing. She really
Look
is.
at that
That's
profile.
carved onyx. She is just something else.
You can see some striations there. I just thought it was so well done. I
She's
love the
beautiful.
tail there. And again, really heavy. Just a
Well,
wonderful
solid,
piece.
solid black onyx, and it's $35.
$35 made by Mexican artisans in Mexico.
And she has traveled
Yes, indeed.
a long ways.
That is
Wow.
quite a bit from Mexico. And of course, there are other pieces still available on
There
pickerroad.com from that trip.
There are.
But then we came back from Mexico, and then Germany and Austria. Oh
Amazing.
my goodness.
With, of course,
Laura and Jesse Caldwell. We have been looking forward to this trip for well over a year when we first planned it. We had that lovely time up in Portland, getting some of the details put together, and then we jetted off to Germany. We started at Neuschwanstein. I got it right. And then we went to Munich, we went to Salzburg, we went to Vienna. Let's take a look at that trip. It's only 3 p.m., but the winter sun is getting ready to set. At the base of the castle and just a short walk from our hotel, we've met up with our friends Laura and Jesse Caldwell, and we're enjoying a delicious traditional German lunch before we head up the mountain to Neuschwanstein. This beer hall is over 110 years old, and they serve classic fare including beef goulash and, of course, German bratwurst. Yum! It's finally time to visit this iconic location. We board a horse-drawn carriage to take us up the mountain, just as the Bavarian royalty would have in the 19th century. Neuschwanstein was the vision of King Ludwig II, the last king of Bavaria. He envisioned a palace so grand and opulent that this has come to be known as the pinnacle of Romanticism architecture. It has served as the inspiration for numerous fairy tales and was Walt Disney's basis for the centerpiece fantasy castles of Disneyland and Walt Disney World. Heavily influenced by the works of Richard Wagner, Ludwig II would base sections of the castle on Wagner's operas and continued to make construction alterations to the castle up until his untimely death at the age of 40. Within a few years, the castle was opened to the public as a museum, and in less than 15 years, the immense cost of construction was entirely paid off. To this day, it remains one of Germany's most popular destinations. All of us were in awe of its beauty. From the farthest balcony, we took in sunset over the Bavarian Alps before heading back down the mountain for another delicious German dinner, including meat, sausage, and vegetables. This is a day that I will never forget.
And now we are at the historic medieval winter market right in the heart of München, is how the Germans say Munich. So we're going to go in and check out this medieval market where all the wares are actually made by the artists that are there representing them. This is nothing that's made overseas. These are all goods that are made right here in Germany. So I am excited to see what they have. And if you could only smell, there's so many wonderful smells. I know there's a lot of good food. We've got to try to taste something.
I'm ready. I'm very hungry.
Come on, let's go. All right. The smells of pine and food and cinnamon. Do you smell that cinnamon?
I smell it. It smells incredible in here.
And now this artist here, this craftsperson, is selling fine leather goods and inks and pens. Look at these gorgeous pen sets. But right here, I found this really beautiful pen right here. Look at that piece. It looks like hand-blown Murano. It's hand-blown in Germany, though. But look at the intricate detail in the work on that. Isn't that beautiful?
That really is.
Really nice. And look at this. Let me see what else they have. Look at this. Look at that.
Oh,
Isn't
my
that
goodness.
amazing?
Yeah.
That is so amazing. Each one is more interesting than the last. And look at the colors on that one.
Wow.
Really, really, really beautiful workmanship. I think we'll get these too.
Visiting Neuschwanstein was a dream come true for me. I have always wanted to see this castle, this incredible castle that inspired Walt Disney to create the castles of his parks. Disneyland is one of my favorite places in the world. So to get to have that follow through and see the exact same structure that he saw in the 1940s when he was traveling Europe with his wife, and he said, I'm going to build one of those.
It was quite an experience, you guys.
That was really something.
It's at the top of a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
We took a horse-drawn carriage about 3/4 of the way up, and then you have to get out and hoof it the rest of the way. And it is an amazing experience. The castle, the architecture, everything about it, you feel the age. You feel like you're surrounded and enveloped in history.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a really, really amazing experience for you, William, for all of us.
Yes. Now, the funny thing about this plate that I'm holding is that the first time we went picking after we got back from the trip...
The very first time, let's stress that.
The very first thing that I saw when we walked up to the hard goods shelves at the Goodwill here in Las Vegas was this plate. This beautiful vintage Lenox plate.
And it's Lenox.
It's Lenox. Lenox is my thing. Of Neuschwanstein. I couldn't believe it.
So we had to get it.
It's in mint condition. This is from 1993. So it is true vintage. Very, very hard to find. It's from the Great Castles of the World collection. Stunning condition. And I could not believe it.
And that's tipped in gold.
Yes.
Its lithography is produced in France.
And it is crafted in Japan. So it's like our journey in one piece.
Right. I mean, of course we did Paris and France. Of course we just talked about Japan, and now here in Germany. So this plate just kind of encompassed everything. So we really wanted to bring this treasure to Picker Road.
Indeed. Now, after Neuschwanstein, we went to Munich, where we again met up with Laura and Jesse, and we explored the winter markets of Munich, including the medieval market.
Oh, at night, the medieval market comes alive at night with roasting fires when they're cooking all sorts of foods, and they have all sorts of ale and
glue wine, which does not have glue in it,
but it is wine and it is warm.
Yes.
And the medieval market is amazing. The artisans there, you feel like you really have stepped back in time.
And they're all in traditional garb.
They are. And in the glass blower booth, I found these 2 ink pens, and I thought they were absolutely exquisite. They're hand blown. Each one is hand blown. Each tip is beautifully designed. It's just a beautiful piece of another time. And either as a display, or you could use it. And I just love them. So I have one that's blue and red, and this one is gold and orange and yellow and a lapis blue up there. And I'm offering them for $28 a piece, and you're offering this plate for $24.
There we go.
Little treasures, little treasures.
Shall we board the train to Salzburg?
Choo choo.
This leg of our journey begins at Munich train station as we board a European rail car bound for Salzburg, Austria. We grabbed some cheesy pretzels at the station for breakfast and took in the winter scenery on our 2-hour train ride. Once in Salzburg, we enjoyed the classical architecture and checked something off of our list of favorite things: warm apple strudel with cream. Yum! The first activity on our schedule was taking the lift up to Salzburg Fortress. Built almost 1,000 years ago, this is one of the largest fortresses in Europe and sits over 1,600 feet above the city. The tram takes you up the steep mountain in just a matter of seconds, and what we found up there was not expected. The light misting down in town was an absolute rainstorm up above.
Wow! What? Oh, somebody just lost something! It's pouring! Oh my! Woo! Woo! Watch your scarves, watch your sweaters.
I don't think we're in...
We aren't in Kansas anymore.
Suffice it to say, we took the tram right back down.
Look at this magnificent architecture. It's thrilling. Lit up at night, and the lights of the market. Look at this, you guys. It's kind of like fairyland a little bit. I think I even see a carousel over there. What do you think?
I see a carousel.
Wow.
I am so excited to be in Vienna.
I know.
I have always wanted to visit this city. The Third Man is one of my favorite films of all time. I feel like we should have some zither music playing.
And we learned there is a Third Man museum here.
The only thing is, it's not open while we're here.
Yeah.
We'll come back.
Look at this. Schnitzel. Schnitzel with noodle.
Do we need warm woolen mittens?
We need brown paper packages tied up with string.
Look at this. They're setting up an ice skating rink.
Oh, the Zamboni just went by. You're used to seeing that on the Knights games.
Yes, indeed.
Look at the crowds. My goodness. So naturally, I found some beautiful items in this case. Look at this green vase here.
Oh, my goodness.
I think that's very beautiful art glass. I'm also interested in this bird.
Oh, yes.
I want to take a closer look.
Do you see that chicken back there?
Yeah, I see the chicken. And I see that also that votive. It's interesting with some quartz on it. Oh, I like that paperweight, I think. I think I like the paperweight. I like this vase. I like the cut to clear. I have to be careful though. I just can't get too much in the suitcase. So maybe we can get them to open this for us. This there. That vase over there. This green vase over here. Okay, so look at this. That's quite amazing.
It really is.
I'm thinking that might be made in Israel. I'm not sure. But look at the flowers on that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Let's look at this. Nice pontal on it. I like the fish. Think that's a yes.
Glub, glub.
Glub, glub. This is a Jack in the Pulpit. Beautiful glass.
Yeah, look at that.
That's really nice. We'll absolutely take that. This vase here. I like the colors on it. I think we're going to take that. I like this piece of green glass. Look how clear that is.
That's
It's
a
just
smudge.
Look at that.
I gotta say, I can't believe these prices.
Right. This is really nice glass. Let's take a look at this bird. Again, nice and clear.
Wow.
And he's perfect. So this is all a yes.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
All right, HTG.
I'm going to go ahead and put them in here gently and see if we can put that in our cart. Try to lay them down. It is definitely, you have to really, that's not for the faint of heart is what I'm trying to get out of my mouth, to shop like this. It's because we have to try to get it all together.
And now, to protect it.
It's the Gary.
The hills are alive with the sound of Rhodey. She had a great time. Vienna, Salzburg, Austria. Wow.
There are no words.
Mm-hmm.
It was an amazing adventure. And it was cold. There was snow in certain places. We really didn't get too much snow on the ground, but you could see it on the mountains. And it was very, very cold. The winter markets, they're something that are just phenomenal. There's so much to look at. There's so many sights, sounds, the smells, the aroma of the bratwurst cooking or the strudel baking.
Or those giant pretzels with like the pizza toppings on top of them.
The baked apples.
So good.
There were so many wonderful things. And the picking. We really had fun finding these treasures. What we have here, this is a really beautiful paperweight. The fish, the blue, the colors, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Very heavy, very well made. And I am offering that beautiful paperweight for $49. Next to it is this beautiful bird. All the gold fleck in there. Again, a nice base on it. I really, really like this bird, and it is heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And we are offering this beautiful bird for $39. This art glass vase, beautiful swirl colors. That one is $34.
Now, Laura complimented you when you found this one at Carla.
Yes.
Carla is this phenomenal, gigantic Vienna thrift store that was hauls and hauls and hauls of different items. And this was one of the treasures from their cases.
And all four of these came from
That's
the cases.
true. All four came from the
All four
cases.
of these. And this beautiful fish, it's actually two fish. It is completely marked on the bottom.
Romania.
It's fine Romanian porcelain, all marked. This made it home.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very well wrapped. And on this piece, we are asking $69.
Now you've got some beautiful Austrian crystal there.
I do. I have two pieces of Austrian crystal. It's marked right on here, made in Austria. It is Swarovski. It's Austrian jewelry, is what it says. It's a beautiful crystal faceted heart in colors of blue. It's just absolutely stunning. And this heart pendant and the heart earrings for pierced ears, Swarovski, made in Austria, they are available right now on pickerroad.com. Beautiful.
All right, now, last but not least, let's talk about the master, Gustav Klimt. Gustav Klimt, of course, was born in Austria, and all of his major works were produced in the Vienna area, and he has become a symbol. Like we were talking about Frida in Mexico.
Correct.
Klimt is very much the Austrian artist that everybody
adores.
Hearkens to, adores. So we had the wonderful fortune of checking out the Gustav Klimt collection, a very high-end line of products inspired by his artwork. I chose this mug, a lovely mug of the Kiss with a spoon that you can stick into the handle there. So it's great for display or for use. I have several of these, and then I have one without the spoon available. We are offering those for
$29.
We are offering those brand new for only $29. And then show us what you've got.
Oh, my goodness. In the original box, it's coming out gently. It is...
Oh, the woman in gold.
The woman in gold. Actual vase. It's brand new. Absolutely stunning.
Fine bone china.
From the Gustav Klimt collection. Fine bone china. The woman in gold. What can I say? Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And boy, did we ever pack her well. She has made it around the world. And the second one, I wanted these two vases. I wanted to bring these to you guys. Of course, is the Kiss.
Look at that.
Again, the Gustav Klimt collection, fine bone china, the Kiss. Absolutely exquisite. Absolutely beautiful pieces of bone china. And each one, $89. From around the world. That's kind of our gift to you guys.
Yes, indeed.
Wow. That's all I can say is wow. What a year. It has been so much fun to take you guys along with us on these really, really life-changing, traveling, picking, fun shows. Eating. How can I leave out eating? Thank you guys so much for being right there with us. When we're filming, when I'm picking, when we're doing all of this, we are thinking about you guys. We're thinking about each and every one of you. And I've gotten to know so many of you so well. We look forward to the future and just growing our family and our community of Picker Road.
And if we don't know you yet, then leave a comment. Introduce yourself.
Yes.
Send us an email to pickerroadlv@gmail.com and say hi. We want to get to know you and what you're looking for and what items you've found interesting. Maybe if you have a history to connect to something that we found along the way. That's what this is all about.
We're a community.
And 2024 has been an amazing year. 2025. We got plans.
We got plans. We are going to start out the year probably in San Francisco.
Ooh.
We are there's a good chance that we're going to be in Hawaii. We're going to be in we're going to go to Catalina.
Catalina
We've been waiting
Island.
to do Catalina for a long time.
Wrigley.
There's so much. We're going to be in the Caribbean.
Yes, twice.
And there are so many plans in the works for the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to get out there to all of our friends on the East Coast also. So there's just so much goodness to look forward to. You know, all you have to do is subscribe. If for any reason you're not subscribed, give us a subscribe. It's absolutely free. And as Will said, always leave us a comment. We read everything and we welcome it. And ring that little bell. That way you'll always know when our videos drop. We don't want you to miss a second of this adventure. It's so much fun. We love Las Vegas. We have picked some wonderful things here. It's a fabulous place to live. We love Santa Barbara. Will always be our second home. And the things that we find there and the views that we capture there, we just love, love, love Santa Barbara so much. And we just look forward to continuing to bring you guys all these amazing places. We're excited.
We are so excited. We cannot wait for it. We want to wish each and every one of you a very, very Happy New Year.
Yes, absolutely. Filled with love, light, joy.
And picking.
And lots of picking. So from myself, from Gary, from Rhodey, from William, we wish you the very, very best. Stay with us. Join the journey.